Hello guys, my name is FoxyFan6789, and you all may know me as Cody. I just woke up, so sorry if this video is a little bit crappy than the usual videos. I got a new setup. I'm now recording at my bed, like right here. Like right here is like a wood top, and then like there's like cabinets over here, and look, here's the here's the drawer. But yeah. So we're going to react to 7 Things You Didn't Know About Five Nights at Freddy's by Arcade Cloud. So yeah. Oops. If you guys want to, go subscribe to him. Okay, guys, so we're gonna start this video in 3, 2, 1.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a point-and-click survival horror video game in which the player must survive 5 nights working as a security guard at the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza restaurant. In Five Nights at Freddy's, you have to check hallways, cameras, vents, and doors, all while avoiding being dismembered by the animatronic puppets wandering the establishment. The game gives the player limited time, limited movement, and limited visibility, which only increases the suspense as the night goes along. You never know when a bloodlusting robot animal will jump up and scare the living daylights out of you. Five Nights at Freddy's may seem like a simple game on the surface, but it takes loads of strategy and a little bit of luck to complete. With that being said, here's 7 things that you probably didn't know about Five Nights at Freddy's. If you learned at least one thing, then please leave a thumbs up. Let's talk about the main attraction himself, Freddy Fazbear. Freddy seems to be a mix between the old-school version of the animatronic mouse Chuck E. Cheese and the mascot of Showbiz Pizza, Billy Bob. The name Fazbear could probably be a reference to Faz Fazakis, the famed puppeteer responsible for many of the Muppets' animatronic innovations, such as the eye and ear mechanisms for Fozzie the Bear. The music that Freddy plays before he's about to attack is a music box rendition of José Bizet's Votre Toast Je peux vous le rendre, better known as the Toreto song. This song is from the 1875 opera Carmen. This is one of Bizet's most famous works. If you translate some of the lyrics, you find some very disturbing phrases that may have been the inspiration for the song choice. Freddy has a counterpart, nicknamed Golden Freddy by the community. It's unknown if it's another costume resembling him, an older version of his costume, or simply a ghost. It's currently believed, by most, that Golden Freddy is the result of the game's security guard having paranoid hallucinations. During a 2014 interview, the creator of the game, Scott Cawthon, was asked, "What's the story behind Golden Freddy?" He responded, "Sometimes things just happen during the game-making process. I cannot explain Golden Freddy." Scott Cawthon was the one and only developer who created Five Nights at Freddy's. It took him 6 months to complete the game. Early in his career, Scott was developing games primarily for a Christian audience, but most of those games came with very negative reviews and cascaded him towards financial ruin. All his efforts failing, he almost left gaming entirely. He said, quote, "A pivotal moment came for me when my life insurance policy was canceled. The insurance company had caught wind that I had mentioned suicidal thoughts to my doctor. It was at that point I realized that not only did my life have no value, but now even my death had no value." The inspiration for Five Nights at Freddy's came when it was remarked that some of his characters, meant to be family-friendly, were actually as scary as animatronics and a Chuck E. Cheese's. He said, "I went into a pretty deep depression and was ready to give up on game making. Then something inside of me snapped, and I thought to myself, I bet I can make something a lot scarier than that." Thus, Five Nights at Freddy's was born. In the same interview, he was asked if there was any Christian imagery or hidden messages in the game. He replied, "No. Five Nights at Freddy's is just a simple horror game." By the way, if you didn't know already, Scott is also the voice of Phone Guy in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week.
Speaking of which, upon beginning Night 5 in the first game, the player will be greeted with the phone call of a deep, distorted voice rather than phone guy. The call will end in static and animatronic screeching. This event still has people scratching their heads. Ultimately, savvy gamers decoded it as being a backwards reading of a book called The Autobiography of a Yogi. Whether or not this is purely coincidental has yet to be affirmed by the game's creator. In the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, the filler text around the Help Wanted ad goes out of its way to talk trash to you and actually treats you like a nuisance rather than a skilled player. Scott purposely blurred out the text just enough to where it's still legible, but also not the focal point of the image. Most people playing the game will just dismiss the text as just random side stories, but keen-eyed fans have decoded the message. Blah, 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 blah. This ad has nothing to do with anything relevant to the game. Blah, 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 blah. Chances are you won't even make it past night 3. Blah, blah, yakety schmackety. And it just goes on and on and on, telling the player to get another job, even though they may still be killed by these animatronic puppets. When the first teaser image was released for Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the site had glitches that were repeating 7s and 8s, and when fans put 878, 878, 8778 into Google Maps, they found a small pizzeria. Fans were calling and harassing the business so much that Scott Cawthon had to tell everyone that the pizzeria had nothing to do with the game. He then edited the site to remove the random 7s and 8s. The owner of the pizzeria, after finding out what had caused the confusion, offered a Fazbear's Pizzeria special for a limited time. That was definitely one hell of a coincidence. Fans of the game are drawn in because of the spontaneous jump scares. The game was made famous because of frightfully nervous reactions of YouTube Let's Players like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. The game even scared the guy who was making it. In an interview, Scott stated that Bonnie was the animatronic that frightened him the most, triggering many nightmares during the development of the game. He said, quote, I had
You couldn't wait till the end of the video, could you?
several nightmares, actually. I woke up and thought Bonnie was in my closet once. I was scared to death. On April 7, 2015, The Hollywood Reporter ran a story that Warner Brothers and Scott Cawthon had reached an agreement to create a Five Nights at Freddy's film adaptation. The following day, the AMC Theaters YouTube channel uploaded a video about the announcement. In July, it was announced that the film would be directed by Gil Keenan, who would also co-write the script with writer Tyler Burton Smith and Scott Cawthon himself. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to Arcade Cloud for more 7 things you didn't.
Well, this video is shot.
So next time your buddies, you can blow their minds with some of these amazing facts.
Alright. So, this is the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. This has been FoxyFan6789, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!